One day, I went to visit a beloved mentor of mine. Whenever I'm confused, overwhelmed, or restless, a conversation with him always brings me peace. That day, I had something weighing on my heart. As I sat down, he handed me a cup of tea, just a tea bag dipped in hot water. No milk, no sugar. He looked at me and said, "Tanvir, how are you doing?" I gave a small, hesitant smile and replied, "Confused, Ustad." He looked at me quietly for a moment, just staring gently into my face, sipping his tea. Then he asked, "What's bothering you?" I leaned in and said softly, "I'm struggling with something, Ustad. I earn my living honestly. I give 200% to my work. But no matter how hard I work, I feel like there's no blessing in my income. No barakah." He listened intently, then asked, "Why do you feel that way?" I replied, "I'm not able to save anything. Even though my income increases each year, my expenses rise too." He reached over and gently took my right hand in his. Then, looking deep into my eyes and forehead, he asked, "What kind of expenses are we talking about?" I said, "Things like my kids' education, their school fees, tutors, and also helping some struggling relatives." "What school do your kids go to?" he asked. I told him the name. He nodded slowly, then said, "Tanvir, do you think having more money in your bank account is the only sign of barakah?" I hesitated. He continued, "You're able to send your children to one of the best schools. Don't you think that's a blessing? How many parents can afford that?" I nodded. "You said your kids are well behaved. They listen to you, right?" "Yes, they're very well mannered," I replied. "Isn't that barakah, Tanvir?" "Yes, of course." "In the last 5 or 6 years, has anyone in your family had any serious illness? You or your wife?" "No, Ustad. My wife got sick once, but she recovered quickly by God's mercy." "Did she need to be hospitalized?" "No, thankfully not." "Then isn't good health a form of barakah too?" he asked, placing his hand on my head. Yes, it is." He went on, "How's your wife? Is she kind to you? Supportive? A good person?" "She's amazing," I said. "Not just to me, but to our kids, my father, our relatives. She takes care of everyone." "Then what more blessing do you want, Tanvir? What's greater than a peaceful, loving family?" I stayed quiet, feeling something shift inside me. "Do you still have your parents?" he asked. "My mother passed away, but my father is still with us." "Does he live with you?" "Yes, Ustad. He lives with us." He looked at me deeply and said, "In this day and age, having your father live with you, in your home, that's a huge barakah, Tanvir. Do you realize that?" "I do. I really do."
He didn't say much after that. He just pulled me into a hug, placed his hand on my head, and said softly, "Tanvir, Barakah isn't just about money or growing your bank balance. If you're healthy, if you have a good family, if you're walking in the light of wisdom, if your loved ones are safe, and your children are becoming decent humans, that's Barakah. If you can still take care of your relatives, if you still get to see your father's face every day, that's Barakah. Do you really think piling up cash in your account would give you anything more valuable than this?" I could barely speak. I just whispered, "You're right, Ustad." He walked me to the door, gave me a warm smile, and waved goodbye. As I got into my car, I turned the key and opened the panoramic sunroof. I looked up at the sky. It was a full moon night, and the silver light bathed everything. I stood up through the open roof, lifted both hands toward the sky, and closed my eyes. In that moment, I realized something profound. I already have every kind of barakah this world could offer.